Alrighty, so it's day 18 of the Greatest Trade Up Challenge, and I have here my Batmobile. No, Batman. So it's got me all philosophical, and it's got me thinking, because every day I wake up and I'll think about it, and I spend most of my day thinking about it. Then I feel like on my days in work, I talk about it. Now, it's essentially a full-time job in my brain, right? I'm working hard, like I'm probably working harder to try and do something with this and think of new ideas for content and things like that. And before I started this, I was reading a book a week. Now, I set myself a little challenge to read a book a week, and since I've been doing the Greatest Trade Up Challenge, I've kind of cut myself off at the like knees a little bit with that challenge. Not that I think reading, I'm on my 11th book in like 11 weeks, so it's not exactly like I'm falling apart. However, it has consumed me, but the book I'm reading at the moment is The Infinite Game. The Infinite Game is by Simon Sinek, and it's just got me thinking about capitalism and the world we live in, and then it's kind of inspired my sort of, because it's keeping this alive. Like, what would happen if we went back to the days of bartering, where you didn't have any money, if we didn't have money, if money didn't exist? And that's kind of where I want to go with this. Like, I think we live in a world driven by greed and instant gratification. Everything's got to be done. So this is a really good, for me personally, it's a really good exercise on working on a goal consistently for a year, every day, pushing myself to think of something different, be creative. I might have to think outside of the box a little bit, not to mention work on my negotiating skills and things like that as I go along. So it's also got me thinking about, where we'd be without money. What would you do if you didn't have money? Like, now I'm quite fortunate. I'm about to, come May, I will have attained a degree in psychology. Over the years, I've beaten addiction, and I've also got a trade that's taken me to Australia twice. I've lived in 6 countries outside of England, and it's given me many life experiences and lots of fun. So I know from doing that, things can happen just like that. And I am going to hopefully be able to show you what the power of a bit of bartering, a bit of, self-belief, and just a bit of delayed gratification. Because I could eventually go and buy a campervan, I could go get one cheap, but where is the fun in that? Anyway, toodle pip, have a lovely day. Goodbye.